Droll is boring. Can we make a bet right now?
Yeah, I'll bet you one hot dog. I will buy a hot dog.
All right.
And email it to
I
you.
hope this is not a crude sexual reference, but I will take you up on that bet
All
without
right, here we
waiting
go.
for
We
your
got
answer.
droll dictionary.
Droll.
Adjective, oddly amusing. Amusing in a wry or odd way. Oh!
You can have your dream. You're the best around. Nothing's going on.
Yeah, that's more a hot dog. You owe me.
Yeah.
It's gotta be good time on Tuesday night for the show that brings you the best of the worst of the internet ever since 1776. Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas, joined by my BFF and OAK. It's JRY. What's going on, Justin Robert Young? Hey, what have you been up to in the last, 27 hours since we last talked?
I mean, I don't know, Brian. Maybe making the best thing we can't talk about ever.
Well, when you say we can't talk about it, that's an accurate thing.
Yes.
But you know what we can talk about?
What can we talk about?
Well, do you remember that unrelated time that we decided to take a vacation and honeymoon in the Everglades?
Yes. Well, I remember it like it was yesterday. Immediately regret that Bryce doesn't have it. Like,
don't worry, we'll keep the bit going until he does. It was like the other day. We were in the Everglades on a fan boat.
Yeah, not an airboat. Brian, we're here on the Everglades.
Oh my gosh, there's a giant drone. I hope it doesn't chop my hand again.
Well, once it has a taste for white blood, you never know.
Well, the only thing more terrifying would be if we encountered alligators.
Oh, Jesus, Herbert, fucking Christ, there's an alligator.
Oh, that's very scary. I hope we go away to someplace safe and are surrounded by manatees. Hundreds of manatees.
Well, I don't know. Well, I wonder if we'll remember it then.
No, that's not really the same thing.
Wait, what was that?
It was a fast forward, not a flash
got
forward.
it. Hey, man.
We can't talk all about it, but we did go on a bit of a Florida sojourn.
Yeah, we had a set of Florida adventures where we went to the Everglades and off the record heard some amazing stories about finding dead bodies and drug drops. That was pretty
Turns
amazing.
out if you're literally still in the borders of Miami and you are running a business where you are out in remote areas that not only would nobody find you in, but there is no smell too foul to raise an alarm, and also bodies would naturally decompose in, you're going to run across a few loose heads.
Yeah, especially if you've been there since you were a kid, and it's a family business, and it's your backyard, and you know all this stuff, and oh, whoopsie, what's this drop that's showed up in my backyard? Extraordinary. It was amazing. And
Well, you saw, is that the closest you've ever seen a gator?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I was disturbed about how cool you were with an alligator who was named Damien. And it's like, why is he named Damien? Oh, because he's so irascible, he loves to bite human beings. And then Justin, leaning over with his elbow dangling, like grazing the water, is like, oh, that's a cool story about this alligator here in front of us.
Well, number one, like, that dude just lives to frighten squares. Like, that's his entire job, is that he takes out a bunch of people who are, like, soccer moms from Boca, and they go out with their kids, and he's like, yeah, well, I mean, like, one time a kid fell in.
on a night much like today.
Exactly.
Like-
No, he's telling alligator ghost stories.
Yes.
Well, we used to call him Old Pawfoot McGirt. And if you listen real close, you can hear his copper hoof stomping down.
Hold on. How did he get a copper hoof again?
Well, there was the one time that he got into karate, as taught by an old Shaolin monk. I don't know if that's racist, but next thing you know, he got his arm slash hoof chopped off by a seal who went back into the Everglades.
Yeah,
anyway, he has a copper hoof.
Who smelted the copper hoof?
Well, that's a story about old Smelter John.
Good old
He was just a guy. He smelt it a lot.
He's the one who smelt it and dealt it. Is that right?
Well, I mean, capitalism.
Oh my God, that's the challenge of the week. Anybody just say, well, capitalism in response to anything awkward and tell us how it goes.
So, all right. So we did the Everglades. That was like super, super fun. Can we talk about how we got to our next location?
Yeah, we can. Dude, what do Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and Brian and Justin have in common?
They're all a fan of the Big Bopper. Hello, baby.
And statutory rape.
Is this the cops? Well, the Big Bopper isn't home. I can take a message.
You're sweet 16, right? But you mean 18 when you say that. I'm the Big Bopper.
Sure, I'll come to your quinceanera.
Wait, too bad it's 3 years late.
I'm the Big Bopper. I have screwed children. Anyway, that wasn't as popular of a hit.
Great job.
Okay, well, time out. Is it not creepy to you that the Big Bopper, one of the trilogy of people who got killed in that crash, kind of sang a song about statutory rape?
Moving right along. Bum, 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 bum,
All right. Fair enough.
So we were in a private plane, like Richie Valens, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper. But instead of dying in that fateful flight, instead we got to where we were going in northern Florida. Thankfully, we sprung because we were on a private vacation. Instead of driving the 5.5 hours, we sprung for a private plane.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. That was fun. It was fun. Okay, can I be real for a moment?
Be really real.
If we could choose between an hour and a half of being cut off from the internet or 5 hours of playing Hearthstone, if you had it to do all over again.
Stop it, Brian. You know where this is going, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it because this is an all-timer.
Which would it be?
This is an all-timer. This is an all-timer, Brian.
I swear, Justin, you bet. Which would it be?
Brian, this is a Hall of Fame first ballot. Maybe the greatest ever. Certainly the one to beat in the clubhouse. White people rich moment. Because, Brian, I'm not going to let you go it alone. We walk hand in hand down the yellow brick road of white privilege. Okay? We go. In fact, you want to know what? Like we with our heads held high, we will now enter in to this greatest ever white people rich moment in which
all right,
you know what? Off the private plane.
Okay, real quick. Let's dial it back. Let's give it. If we're gonna own it, let's own it.
Let's own it.
Man, Justin. You know what the big pain in the ass of flying in a private plane from southern Florida to central Florida is?
Ah, man, this is a totally relatable problem that everybody's experienced.
It's that while you can't use your cell phone on the plane, you have intermittent connection to battle.net, which makes it very difficult to play Hearthstone.
I mean, this flying over nothing but overgrown, federally protected Everglades certainly puts you at many points between cell towers, therefore making it unpredictable, if not impossible, to complete a game of Hearthstone.
And you know what the hardest part to believe is I see that city down below me, and I know that there's a line of sight connection between my radio signal and theirs, and yet all of a sudden I'm the asshole who loses the game for a disconnect. I mean, come on. All right, and we're done.
No, all right, true story. I walked off the plane and I'm like, Brian, this is the greatest white people rich moment of all time, because the one thing that we both want to talk to each other about is the fact that, man, that private plane was pretty good, but kind of sucked that we couldn't play Hearthstone, right?
Anyway, I hope that being among dozens, if not hundreds of manatees tomorrow will help salve the wound I'm feeling right now.
So we are in, this is going to be the thing that we will probably promote the most. That is a me and you thing, right?
Oh, it's going to be huge. It's the highest production quality thing Justin and I have ever done. Like the drone shots sound amazing. The nature of the bits that we shot was amazing. The level of celebrity of people that we met.
And by shot, I mean Brian and I on our iPhones. We were amazingly just
headshots.
Epic.
Yeah, no, we were playing Call of Duty iPhone edition, and we shot each other with drones.
I like Storyteller Brian, this new character, Storyteller Brian.
Oh, you like him, do you? He's pretty great. He's here to tell you about the time that we shot video.
Is he haunting me? Am I being haunted?
No, is he haunting me? I don't know if this Storyteller Brian is spooky or bad at improv.
Oh, you. I know the exact line to ride. Right in the middle. Yes, and
I feel like you need to be in a shawl and no lights but one light on your face.
Oh. I like the idea. If you listen real hard at night, you can hear him saying, "Yes, and." Oh, the lights have gone out.
Oh no! Wait, hold on! Wait, no! Get your iPhone a flashlight on your face,
okay,
and somebody get him a blanket or a towel.
Okay. Here you go. Oh,
there we go.
God.
Full screen.
I understand you want to know about Florida. What can I answer? Justin,
Ow.
Are you okay? You seem injured, Justin. I'm here to tell you a story.
Oh my God!
He's so tickled.
He's dickled.
Is Nicholas?
All right.
All right. So we swam with manatees.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. It's whatever that footage. Did I say footage? Man, it's too bad that adventure is lost to the
Lost
ages.
to history, and certainly won't be able to be experienced in so many different dimensions and degrees. Swimming. So I had previously swum with manatees when I was a kid. I grew up in Central Florida. There are indigenous manatees all throughout, especially the inlet areas and freshwater areas of Florida. But I'd never seen what we what we experienced out there. Like I will highly recommend that you go to Crystal River, Florida, and
in the next
just
4 weeks, basically.
or a year from now, basically. Like, there are so many manatees. It is so insane. There is no joke to this portion of the show. It was just one of the most amazing experiences of my life.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you look at, here we're looking at Google Images right now. You can get an idea for it, but it's like there's dozens and dozens of manatees and people in dry suits. But the like if you look at the Apple Maps image, like there's about 100 manatee all in there, and in fact there was a moment, and I think I've talked to Bonnie about this, but like I don't know if I told you, Justin, that moment when you were like, hey, I assume you're grabbing stuff from the gift shop, grab me or whatever. And then that was the decision point. That was like, I'm either going to walk into the gift shop and come out with T-shirts and plush manatees and go home to a vague promise of maybe someday we'll do this, or I'm going to decide right now that my kids need to have this freaking spiritual experience. I mean, there's no other way to describe it, of swimming with the manatee. And so I intentionally did not buy my kids any gift, and instead called Bonnie. I was like, hey, would you like to go see the manatees? And so we're working out the details to go out like during this migration season to go see it. It was freaking amazing.
Which, by the way, means like in the next
20
12
minutes.
days.
20 minutes. In fact, we got to wrap this up. We got a flight. It's a private hover jet that's gonna take
and
us.
this one I'll be able to play Hearthstone on. Howard Hughes.
That's right. No, it was really, really rad. Weirdly, like so we did something with the sympathy for the symphony.
Where by the way, I made new best friends.
At the symphony.
Yeah.
With who?
Well, the famous conductor who was there, we
Michael
wound up
Tilson
being friends
Thomas.
with. Yeah, of course. He and the CEO of the symphony,
Of the
apparently
New World
both,
of the New World Symphony.
of course, live in San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. He conducts the San Francisco Symphony. That's right.
Said the San Francisco Symphony, and standing invite for us to come in to like sit in the conductor's box, and we're totally gonna take him up on it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I gotta tell you though, like the one that I feel the most is like right now I am still physically sore.
Oh.
From being in love with Highlight, learning to play Highlight, whipping that ball around, getting that whip crack with the swampy tail at 900 miles an hour.
Did you know anything about Highlight before we did it?
I only knew that it was the inspiration for that scene from Tron. And my only regret is if there were any cameras around, and I'm not saying there were, and I'm certainly not saying that you should download the Discovery VR app because that might be a violation of confidence. But if there was any cameras around, I would be...
And by the way, if we didn't have a phone that could get the Discovery VR app on it, like I certainly wouldn't encourage you to go right now to a local dealership and purchase a Toyota
well,
RAV4.
I mean, I guess you could, but that would be a weird thing to do because we most certainly don't have permission to announce that we did a thing for Discovery VR.
Oh, well, and we fucking didn't, so there's no problem there. I'm just saying that, it's a great ride for a tremendous price.
Okay, but the point is, the one moment that I was,
Oh, get that off there.
Yeah.
That's too much of a bargain.
Yeah, no. That's not the Platinum, is it? That's a grand vehicle.
That's a regular version of it. I mean, if you really wanted to have a great time, you would, of course, get the RAV4 Platinum.
Right, but the important thing is I was sad that I never said the line from Tron, you think you're going to wipe me right out, don't you? When they played Highlight bouncing off the thing. Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? Nobody remembers?
No.
Tron Highlight?
So then there was a video called Sabotage, and it was by.
Yeah. Anyway, it was freaking rad.
Well,
It was totally rad.
I totally recognize the highlight in it, but like if you were to ask me to quote Tron,
Yeah, there was kind of a chubby program who was, up against Flynn, and Flynn's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the dude," and also in the sorry,
I guess he is
he's
gonna
it.
be the dude.
I'm gonna be the dude. And later,
Flashlight! Don't see any of the flashlight.
greetings programs.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. So Brian and I are just randomly standing outside the Dania Casino because, as one does.
Okay, real quick. Can we talk about your infatuation with the highlight advertisements of the 1980s?
I was literally setting it up.
So Justin starts to explain what it's like to be a child in the 1980s, listening to advertisements for the exact establishment that we're outside of. And he goes, Brian, goes like this. The world's fastest game. The world's fastest game. Ooh.
Dania Highlight.
And so then he starts searching. Dude, look at any highlight commercial from the 1980s, and I guarantee you're going to fall in love with it. Here we go. Here's one.
Highlight is back this Friday, November 1st. Get into the swing of things.
And you can't describe it to people. They have to be here. They have to see it.
There's nowhere in this country where you could have a better evening out.
And you can bet on entertainment you will never forget.
Palm Beach Highlight. We service like that.
It's great that they got the two oldest people in.
Of course, whereas it's like it was back in the 80s. It's like, whatever, we need two, right? By the contract, we need two, whatever. You, old lady, you, obvious drug dealer. Like, come here. We're going to get some highlight testimonials.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. So we got dressed up in the highlight outfits and everything. It was so good.
Just do me a favor. Find the just search Dania Highlight commercial.
That's DANIA. There you go.
Yeah.
And okay, here we go. Wait, musical commercial?
Oh, man,
Yes,
this is
that's
like
it.
Musical commercial.
Up top.
This,
There you
okay,
go.
this is
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
We'll just get as
Pretty
far as
great.
we can into it.
pretty great. It's time for highlight.
Is that super low?
Are you hearing it?
Very barely.
Might be on the same channel.
So this is literally the facility that we are at. The court you are going to see is the court that we are on. That's how excited Brian was walking out of the car.
Yes. Out of the RAV4 Platinum.
If we were so lucky. And there we go.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I wonder if we're going to see a yellow jersey. Yes!
Dude. Oh, I don't think I told Bonnie. We came home with vintage 1980s jerseys. Those jerseys you're seeing right there.
Really?
Look at this. Justin's about to walk on with this. I think both of us picked the yellow and brown one. Dude, for the record, if you're not familiar, highlight is basically racquetball or squash. Only instead of a bouncy ball that reflects back. Oh, dude!
World's fastest game, motherfucker!
The world's fastest game.
Come at me, track and field, you piece of shit!
So it's basically squash or racquetball. Only only it's done at 150 miles an hour with a baseball that cracks against a cement wall. You're not impressed. All right, that's fine.
So basically, yeah, it's like squash, but with a possibility of fatal head trauma.
Yeah, which by the way was really weird when the director got hit in the head. Which, by the way, that was my favorite. I didn't see it, but so I'm facing the back wall, and I just see Justin go, ah! And everybody just freezes and cringes because they could tell that's the universal symbol for a highlight ball is sailing towards one of us at 100 plus miles an hour.
Oh, by the way, the director is just a nickname we have for my friend Gus.
Yes.
He's always directing people all over the place, and so we randomly happened onto the court.
He was the travel director. He kept us on track to have a good time on our vacation.
Absolutely. And so all of a sudden,
he was a lot of fun, the director. Sorry, you were saying?
So the ball comes bouncing off the back wall and is just like bouncing at this like very aggressive bounding rate. And I just see it coming directly for my friend Gus, the director. And I freeze. I want to push him away, but at the speed that it's coming in, pushing him away means me taking the ball right to my face.
So you only have time to say the universal code word for please move out of the way. A high ball is coming at you, which of course is
Zoinks.
It's basically what George of the Jungle is saying before he hits indeed that tree.
Yes. He's fine.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
Gus is still directing.
I'm sure he'll show no permanent deficiencies by way of the screaming concussion that collided into his skull.
It was great, man. It was really, really great. I definitely snuck back out onto the fronton, as it's called, I found out, and kept whip cracking with the swampy tail. It was awesome. But not as awesome as the people who make this show possible.
Oh, indeed, Brian. Patreon.com/Night Attack is where you can support this very, very show. If you would like to do so, then head on over to that address right now and kick us back a little bit of scratch. Not only do you get this episode and all of our regular episodes that you get for free, but early access to our pre and post shows. And man, we've already had an awesome pre-show. I'm sure we're going to have an amazing post show, especially considering that our guest Garrett Weinzierl is coming on in but a few seconds. So you need to get on there. But if that was all we did for you, that'd be pretty good. But everybody who ups their pledge within the last week, if not in this very day, gets to be the absolute star of...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Night Attack new Patreon name chant corner hour.
It's an hour of it. Hey, man. So this one is a long-time contributor. First artistically, then financially. And as of today, 1 hour ago, a proper $1 an episode contributor to the show.
Really?
Yes.
From zero?
From 50, he was giving 50 cents, but then decided that we weren't worth a game of Galaga, but instead we're worth a game of Dragon's Lair or Space Ace.
That is 100% increase.
You probably played that game a lot better than I did. That was like a $50 game for me.
Well, I mean per play.
Oh,
But
per play.
a lot of people are gonna know this person's name. Let's hear it for Kuhan. The world's fastest game. The world's fastest game. Ooh.
And you can tell that Kuhan.
Oh, on that day, Kuhan contributed more. Thank you, Kuhan.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
the
best.
Kuhan, man. He was at the live show that I did in Chicago. He is still here, which I'm very happy about because he has been around
He's
about as
still
long as
here.
anybody.
He's still alive after all these years. That Kuhan.
Hey, good for him. How about this? We invite on our guest. We didn't even tease our game, man. We were so excited to talk about what we did over the last few weeks. One of our favorite games right here on the show is Secrets or BS, wherein we decide exactly how keen our BS detectors are when people tell us either secrets that they have never shared before or some absolute horse poop, what came out of their metaphorical horse anus. But to help us get through it.
That was rather explicit. They're metaphorical horse anus with wrinkles that bespoke that of an old wizened man.
And a metaphorical smell that would curl the toes of your grandmother.
Oh, and the metaphorical half-digested wheatgrass that they ate not but 26 hours ago.
From the metaphorical cobbler's grove, who does not appreciate rogue horses chewing upon his famed crabgrass.
Oh, in the metaphorical way they would constrict their sphincter, cutting off the shit as it plopped down onto the ground, horrifying the metaphorical 8-year-old on a tour.
The metaphorical way that I was trying to steer things toward the cobbler meant nothing. And the metaphorical 8-year-old exclaimed out of nowhere what I just said.
Oh, but the metaphorical methane gas is warming this planet. Why? Why?
Are you guys seeing that our guest is over there just shaking his head?
No, okay, all right, let's bring him on.
Ladies and gentlemen, help us with this is our guest this evening. He is the host of The Angry Chicken and Into the Nexus. You can follow him at twitch.tv/AMoveTV. It is Garrett Weinzierl.
Ah, dude.
Hello.
Garrett, so good to see you again, man. How you been, man?
I've been well. How are you two chuckleheads?
Oh, we've been in a metaphorical funk, surrounded by metaphorical poop. No.
I've been sitting here listening to how you were in a literal swamp, specifically my swamp, for the last few days.
Yeah, dude, we felt a little bit bad when you're texting us saying like, "Hey, you're in my backyard. We're gonna get together, right?" And both of us simultaneously say, "Nope."
Well, I mean, like, I was already
away.
blowing off, like, my family. So, like, at the time that you texted, as much as I am always pleased and delighted to spend any time with you, I'm like, yeah, you want to know what? I've already, the band's already gone out for our 6 different nations. So, you know, there's not a lot we can do. Sit at JFK.
So, hey, you're familiar with this game, Secrets or BS, right?
I've been made aware, courtesy of Bryce.
Okay, well, it's really challenging. It's not the kind of game where you can understand the rules just from hearing the title of it. Instead, it requires a detailed analysis that's told in this voice.
Wow, no. Brian, you should go to a full screen.
No, okay, all right. You'll be told a story. It's up to you to know if it's secrets. Or the other thing.
Or BS.
Oh, BS,
You're gonna
yes.
hear a story that somebody submitted.
Literally the name of the bits. Oh. Well, Justin definitely left and is just absent. Let's look at his empty studio where Justin is. He's left. He walked off.
This is great. This is the pandemonium that people know and
Oh,
love.
golly. That's how you know it's live.
I want to reach through the internet and just steal his Hearthstone box.
Yeah, dude. Hey, by the way, still playing Hearthstone?
Oh, no. I just talk about it every week, and I've been lying. I'm a con. I've taken those fat stacks of Patreon money and running with it.
So, okay, real quick. Let's talk about, like, when you love a thing, you want to do a show about it. Does it ever get so close that it's hard to love the thing?
There's an ebb and flow, most certainly. You
Yeah.
definitely burn out. You can burn out from time to time. That happens. That can happen. I would say we're there a little bit with the state of the game. It's a little figured out. It's a little.
Wait a minute. Well, so you're not happy with the so-called meta, the current state of For those of you guys who don't know, like Hearthstone's basically Texas Hold'em poker, and only the rules change every 2 months.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with that. Yeah. I've definitely been more unhappy. I feel like saying I'm unhappy is like strong wording. I don't know. Things are fine still. There's plenty.
No,
if I
Garrett,
get bored,
but
I can
you're
go
the
try
one
a
who
different
always
deck.
complains, right? You're the one who's always angry and upset.
You
about,
wrote that
like, the
letter
game.
to Edgar C. Hearthstone saying, "Dear Sir and or Madam."
Yes, Mr. Hearthstone. We call him Mr. Hearthstone.
Ted Hearthstone received the letter from you saying, yeah, hey, you.
Well, that was my old letter. My most recent one was, "Hey, why can't my two friends play it on their private frickin' jet?"
Okay, thank you. All right, well played, sir. But are you? I guess it sounds like you're not super thrilled with the current state of the game.
Worse straits with Hearthstone. I've definitely been more bored. I've definitely been more like kind of like angry with the current state. Like, it's fine. There's enough different decks that if I get bored, I can go pick them up and have a good time. The wild format also is finally actually kind of reaching, I think, quote unquote wild status. So I can get in there and get real weird if I get bored. So that's absolutely fine. But I'm very ready for the next expansion, which hopefully is coming in a month or two.
Which may or may not have been leaked on a random voice actor's resume.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone got a little aggressive with Microsoft Word and decided to add a few things that they probably shouldn't have before submitting it to somebody that would post it on our Hearthstone. But I'll tell you what, if you like the ABC sitcom from the 90s Dinosaurs, then you might like the new Hearthstone expansion.
Right on. Well, in the meantime,
We're
not playing Hearthstone. We're going to play our favorite game, Secrets or BS, in which Brian always gets everything wrong and Justin gets everything right. And we'll see whether or not Garrett is made of more Brian or Justin.
That's right. We solicited tall tales from the fans all yesterday and today. And so we got a nice bunch of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off these people's stories. And all you have to do is say if you think.
So you are because normally what happens is, because we have a shortened staff, is that me or Brian wind up reading it, knowing what it is. So you are going to be the unifying, unchanging voice of all these stories.
Oh yeah, I'll be the objective judge of this game. Well,
all right, Garrett, how would you describe your BS detector in general?
Well, I grew up in the state of Florida, so when it comes to telling stories, I feel like it's pretty good.
I mean, that might be the secret, right? Like we just
somebody in the chat just pointed out that this is sort of an inverse Mikey quiz. Instead of being up against Mikey, we're up against the collective brains of Chat Realm, which I don't know if that makes it harder or easier? Question mark.
Here's what it makes it, is a telling statement that all of our games are some version of "Are you lying to me?"
Accurate.
I was about to say, this sounds a lot like Don't Get Brodied, which I've been on a couple times now. So.
And made it to the end, if I remember correctly. You were the winner of our live Don't Get Brodied.
That's right.
The last live Nertacular
giant
one. Yeah,
purple
I was a
dildo
judge on the CreateCon one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
All right, well, here's our first story. Here we go. I went to Japan a few years ago, and a group of girls thought I was Brad Pitt. I signed a piece of paper for them with a BP and some squiggles, and got a group photo with them. So somewhere out there's a group of girls that has a photo with me who thinks it's with Brad Pitt, but really it's just me. Is this a secret, or is this BS? We'll start. We'll go. We'll change who we start with each time. So we'll start with Brian this time.
So, okay. The upside of this is that it's so simple. It seems like it's very, very believable. But I have to decide whether or not anyone in Chat Realm looks enough like Brad Pitt to get taken.
No, not the case. Because you want to know what? This is an absolute secret. I'm locking it in for this reason. This entire story can happen in 4 minutes at last call at a bar in Tokyo with the girls who are on the other side of this story thinking that it's a joke. From that dude's perspective, he said he was Brad Pitt. The girls got excited. He signed autographs. That's it. It happens in 5 minutes.
So, okay,
now
but-
it's the story that comes back
So
here.
you're saying
But-
they're
Far more
messing with him.
important,
They're
it's a
screwing with this guy,
secret.
making him think that he's as hot as Brad Pitt, that he would be mistaken as said famous actor.
Justin?
Yeah, no, I think it's a secret. Aphex says it's them Roppongi girls that get stupid.
Okay. So here's
Roppongi
my
Vice?
beef. Here's my beef with the story is that it's so cliche. Like if it's so on the nose, I want to say it's BS. Like it's.
So are you locking that in?
Yeah, I'll lock it in. BS.
All right, Garrett, what do you think? You heard
If
you
this
heard both
is
sides.
if this is fake, man, this is tame for chat realm. So I'm gonna go with secret.
All right. This story is BS.
Oh, damn!
One for Brian.
So then I figured out it was BS. Not
All right,
real
Brian,
at
all
all.
right, here, pause.
All right.
If you want the storyteller to keep going on, it's flashlight first, then hoodie.
Okay, all right.
Just keep that flashlight ready to go, because it's the flashlight that makes it. Otherwise,
you're right,
you're
right,
just
you're
a
right.
darkened hermit.
The story.
You're just a college student at that point.
Only I can tell you stories.
Yeah, no, but even then, he had a brighter face than you did, right? Otherwise, you're just like B-roll of Method Man.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, here's our second story. My girlfriend thinks I'm a year older than I am. This wouldn't be a problem, except she freaks out that I'd be younger than her anyway. I now have 3 fake IDs and a fake birth certificate I've had to pull out around her just so she won't find out. Garrett, we're going to start with you. Do you think that this is a real secret or BS?
That is so much effort to go through. If that is true, that is an obscene amount of effort. I need to know more about. I need to know more about the girlfriend for an
Did this
educated
person
opinion.
provide a phone number or a contact info?
They did provide a Skype. Do we want to?
After we lock in our
okay.
guess.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. We have to lock in, and then we can ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna go with BS on this one.
All right. Justin.
I'm with it in that my girlfriend thinks I'm a year younger than I am. However, if I were lying to my girlfriend/wife about how young I was, I would just make up an excuse as to why all my official documents had to have this birth year on it, instead of fabricating like all this evidence. So I'm going to say BS.
So, real quick, he is pretending to be a year older than he actually is.
I believe so. My girlfriend thinks I am a year older than I am.
Okay.
Is what he writes.
He does not indicate what age he is, though, right?
Correct.
Here's my prediction. He was 20. And when you're 20, you invest a lot of time and effort into looking like you're 21. And it just
Birth
seems...
certificate?
Yeah. No. You're talking to a guy who forged state documents, temporary license to be able to drink with Bonnie.
License?
No, you didn't.
A
I
fake
know
license
about it.
Are you? Oh,
is
don't
really
wait,
freaking
you don't
common.
remember?
A fake birth certificate
wait,
is
whoa, whoa, whoa,
absurd.
whoa.
Garrett, clear out. Clear out. Hold on.
Wait,
The ever-changing boob and Brian Brushwood have something to say to each other.
I certainly wouldn't talk about it on a live stream. if I
There's a little
could.
thing called the statute of limitations
Oh,
in this
yeah.
fictional podcast where we tell hilarious made-up stories. Let me tell you a hilarious made-up story of what it's like to be 20 years old and look like you're 7. One thing you might do is you might go and get your license renewed and then get handed a temporary license that very clearly uses 8-point Arial font on a laser printed thing. And then you might go
So
to
you
the
faked
internet.
a temporary paper license.
Yeah, and then it matched and
Oh, so
that
you're why none of the bars around here take temp licenses.
Well, as long as you have a student ID that matches the picture that's on the name that's on
man.
the thing.
Wow.
All I can remember is that when I went to my my favorite bar to celebrate my
When you
21st
went to your
birthday.
bard, he strummed his lute and said, "Lo, Bonnie, what stories will you tell me today?"
And she said, "Oh, I'm not a storyteller yet."
This song has the power to make bouncers believe my birth certificate that is forged.
I was like, yay, I get to go for real. And I show them my actual ID, and they go, "You're not Katie? Oh, my God."
Oh, you got busted
And
for
they were-
having been a regular under a different name.
They wouldn't let me in on my actual birthday. They were so pissed.
So Brian, this sounds like you believe that this is a real
Yep,
story.
totally do. Totally do.
All right.
Super reels.
This story, gentlemen, is BS. Totally.
Hey, let's
Garrett and I knew that. Listen,
let's call
if
him
it was
anyway.
one document, that's what, like, Floridians inherently know exactly how many documents you need to be forging at any specific problem.
All right, yeah, we want to call him. All right, Garrett, you may not be able to hear this person, so
Oh, okay.
heads
Yeah,
up.
we'll describe what ethnicity
Yeah.
they sound like to us.
Jesus, or just what he's saying. God. Pick up. Phone.
Wait, I can't hear that. If there's an actual ringing, I can't hear that.
There's not.
I can just hear Bryce.
I just want Bryce to continue to fake the entire call.
All right,
He
call
puts on a
failed.
voice.
All
Ah,
right.
shit, man, that call failed.
Call failed. Weird. All right.
All right.
That's fucking weird, dude.
I did call somebody though. This is not. I'm showing them the screen. I did call somebody. All right, let's go to the next story. Yeah.
I don't know, Bryce. I don't
Love it.
know.
All right.
Hello, yes, I'm a frog.
I'm a frogman, Broden.
In the late 80s, before cyberbullying was a thing, to get back at a girl that used to pick on me, I printed up hundreds of lost dog flyers with her picture and information on it and slipped it into the lockers at my junior high school.
So real.
Gentlemen, is this real or fake?
I'm going out of turn to say this is 8,000 varieties of
Yeah.
real.
All right,
Yeah, I'm just
Garrett?
gonna go right. I'm gonna go real with that as well. Like literally, it said lost dog, and it just had a picture of this poor girl on it.
With her information.
Oh, that's awful.
Analog Gamergate, real.
All right, this story is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real
Hey,
quick,
you
what
wanna-
was that sound? That shh. Was it like sliding in on ice? The
No,
word
it's a-
real?
It's
No,
a
yeah,
hush.
it's a secret.
hush.
Oh, got it. It's a secret.
You
Got
see-
it. Okay.
You were the only person who could see me have my finger in front of my lips
Oh
right now.
no, I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, right, the monitors.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
monitors. That's,
All right.
I mean, like, because we all got this high school shame, right? Like some way that we acted in high school that we wish
Yeah.
we hadn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know
I
mine. I there was a kid named Justin in our social circle that came in after I did, and I shunned him for being named my same name.
I
I
definitely.
literally chased that motherfucker to Europe. He doesn't even live in the United States anymore.
Right on.
All right, here's our next story. The timing of this Secrets or BS is actually perfect, as it's the 5th anniversary of my secret. It happened Valentine's Day 2012 when I was trying to impress my Valentine. She had given me the key to her dorm, so I decorated her room, put on a set of tight leather lingerie, and then laid on her bed for her to see when she came in. I had texted her to see where she was, and she said that she was just about to arrive. Little did I know she had just finished a dinner with her family and was going to show them her dorm. Long story short, I hear the door open and see mother, father, and teenage brother come in, dressed in their Sunday best. While I laid there, sexy AF, with candles and candies all around me, her mother's scream, mixed with the bellowing WTF from her father and cackling laughter from her brother, are burned into my mind. Gentlemen, is this secret or BS? We are starting with Brian.
So, is it this game to some extent?
Is there a contact info?
There is.
To some extent, this game is about playing the odds. And by the numbers,
World's fastest game.
the world's fastest game, the world's fastest game. Ooh.
Flashlight first. Just keep saying.
Sorry. Okay, so here's my only beef with it, is that the person writing it sounds female who's in a relationship with another female, because the narrator puts on lingerie, and it just seems like by the numbers.
Because they use the word tight leather lingerie.
Yeah. I don't think many guys would say tight leather lingerie, although, I wasn't there. But
in college would be a very, very sexually enlightened place to be like,
for a
yes,
male,
me and my lady enjoy me in sexy leather lingerie.
Right. Well, and so just by the numbers, I feel
unless
like
they were really into like Rocky Horror.
Yeah, I've also.
By the way, time out real quick. Curtis LaRock is trying to take me to task saying, oh, so there's no gay women in chat room. I am saying that by the numbers, this is an increasingly unlikely, very specific scenario that I feel like crosses over into the unlikely to be real category.
I assume we have more gay women in chat room than straight women. Like, for the record. Considering our line of discourse,
and I
assume that there's a majority lesbian female population in our fandom.
And for the record, we love all of their ever-changing breasts. All of them are amazing.
All right, Garrett, what do you think about this story?
I'm in Brian's camp because they said sexy leather lingerie and not sexy leather chaps. I'm gonna go with BS on this one. It's too perfect. It's like something out of a Paul Rudd movie.
Yeah. I'm with you. It would be like. I'm sorry, I had a very specific scenario of somebody accidentally taking drugs and not understanding why.
And,
let's keep going.
Justin, what do you think?
Well, with this problem, I would say I've come with you to bargain. I can't really figure it out. It's just number one, if they are lying, they put in the work because they started the story off with the very real, this is happening 5 years ago, kind of thing. So they've set it up in a very realistic position. So much so that I'm going to believe them. I'm going to say this is a secret.
You're going to say it's a secret. All right, gentlemen, this story is All right, let's go on to our next story here. I was do you?
Oh, you're just
get ready.
You're just a reverse color grand wizard.
All right,
I'm just getting ready.
All right.
You can't have it all ready to go, but the light.
I'm just ready. All right, here I'll do this.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we're fine.
All right. I was working at a Comp USA around my birthday when some of the guys.
Oh, the Comp USA. That's where I returned my Rainbow Runner from Matrox. It was a 3D card. Interstate 76 was great.
Yeah. All right.
They say on silent night you can still hear the dot matrix printer running.
Then drop the lights, goddammit! Give him what he needs.
Oh, my Gravis ultrasound card had 16-bit samples.
All right. I was working at a Comp USA around my birthday when some of the guys asked if I wanted to hit the nearby strip club after work. Of course I did. We walk in and we're having a great time when this smoking hot woman comes up to them while I'm in the bathroom asking if anybody wants a private show. The guys buy me one, so when I come out of the bathroom, my best friend redirects me to the private rooms. Halfway through the dance, I realize that I know this woman. She is my sister's best friend that I've known since we were about 10 years old. I hadn't seen her in quite a while, so I didn't recognize her at first. Needless to say, the dance ended right then, but my friends and I got a big discount on our drinks. Gentlemen, is this secret or BS? We're starting with Justin.
I'm just going to say that this is not a rare story in my neck of the woods. So I'm going to go ahead and say it is a realistic story that somebody would have to lie and say, so one day I stubbed my toe to be a lie. I'm going to go ahead and say this is a secret.
Yeah, I'm going to say if it's not this person's secrets, it's definitely the secret of somebody who travels with me on the road. Only it was after who maybe worked at the James Randi Educational Foundation.
What? What did Chad Johnson do?
No. There's definitely a friend of mine who had this exact
John
story.
Tilton? At John Tilton on Twitter? That's crazy.
A little bit farther back, but you get the idea.
Neshcom, the person who's producing this show right now, at Brycus on Twitter? That's insane.
Yeah, no, total secret. Total for reals.
All right, Garrett.
FLS Carnage in the chat room brings up a good point. Why would the stripper be able to give people discounts on drinks?
Oh, they know the bartender.
Yeah, it's the world's fastest game.
Maybe. All right, fair enough. Because other than that, this is the most Florida as F story I've ever heard, so I'm going with secret as well.
I mean, listen, the only reason why it's not Florida is that it's a strip club and not porn.
All right, gentlemen. This story,
by the way, the version I heard was at a fetish club after a sexual act happened.
Okay. Oh, my.
All right, gentlemen, you all.
Yeah, hold on.
Flashlight.
Wait a minute, storyteller, are you telling tales out of school?
Oh no, I would never do that.
All right, gentlemen, this story is.
What?
Oh!
Should have been. Should have been real.
They're good this time, man. They are coming in.
So many people.
All right, here we go. Another story. My high school girlfriend and I went to.
Man, listen, I can. I'll just say this. I've got a few fingers to spare on people that have gotten married to my friends that have either stripped or done porn.
Sure.
You know, it's just a thing that happens.
You're saying
statistically it is.
You're saying that the only thing keeping that from being true is the word "yet." like it's that close. If it ain't true, it's about to be.
It's somebody's story, but not theirs.
Got it.
If you're going to strip clubs within a 50-mile radius of where you grew up, you are going to run into a stripper that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Especially if you had a sister.
All right, my high school girlfriend and I went to colleges near to each other, so I visited a lot. We were both still virgins, and I was trying to change that. One night while hanging out with her and her best friend, I convinced them both to play strip poker. We all got down to nothing left, and before I knew it, my raging boner was being sat upon by her friend while she watched and later joined in. Yes, my first time was a threesome. Gentlemen, is this real or BS? Justin, we're starting with you.
Bullshit.
You think it's bullshit? All right. Bri?
I mean, it's got to happen to somebody, right? I'm gonna say real.
So you're saying they wrote us and not the Penthouse Forum?
I'm saying, like I know those are fake, but I
could
believe,
never believe
that they
it
would write
happened
us.
to me.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett?
I'm gonna go with real also because it sounds so fake.
All right, guys. This story is.
Oh,
real.
come on. Yeah! Call that person. Call that person right now.
Call them.
All
that
right, we're gonna give
person.
them a call. Ring, ring, ring,
I
ring, ring, ring.
would like to protest here. What is calling them going to prove?
Well, it's gonna prove that we all have boners in about 4 seconds.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call.
Sorry.
Phone call.
Including Bonnie.
Man, I'm really glad that the ring improved on the Skype thing. It was really emasculating before.
All right, we're trying one more time. Pick up.
Somebody says it may be real, but it's still BS. BS that it didn't happen to me, man.
Oh, all right. They're not picking up. They're not picking up. All right, let's go into another story. I work at a porn shop, and this happened my first year.
Fuck? Come on,
Nope.
man. Jesus Christ.
I'm already in. I believe it.
What was this the one where I bought the fake wiener that I beat my friend with?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I work at a porn shop, and this happened my first year when I was a janitor. A gentleman and his trainee friend walked in.
Hold on.
I know, trainee's not really the right word to use.
Well, I mean, janitor.
Incorrect nomenclature.
All right.
What?
Keep
Wait,
going.
so he was training to be a janitor at a porn shop?
No, he was the
His first
established janitor on top of his high mountain, looking down upon the trainee who aspired to one day be the janitor at a porn shop.
A gentleman.
I have never been in an adult store that would require a dedicated janitor.
All right. Well, first of all, I mean, how do you know their hiring process?
Oh wait, hold on, wait. A dedicated janitor. I mean, like, do they got peepoos?
Well, here we go.
like-
A gentleman and his trainee friend walked in and asked to preview a movie. $6 for an hour.
Hold on. His trainee friend?
No, not quite. No.
No. Transitioning.
Sorry. Got it.
When they left, there were some. I'm going to read it word for word. When they left, there was smells that permeated the air. I had to wear a mask to even get through the odor without puking. Once inside the booth of horrors, I was met with a mixture of bodily fluids that was smeared across the floor. Not thinking, I rushed to go tell my coworker of what I've seen, but didn't see I had stepped into the mixture, so I slipped across the floor and smashed into the adjacent wall. While on the floor, the only thing I could hear was the roaring laughter from my coworker in the next room. Brian, is this real or BS?
It's not only dog shit, it's bad dog shit. It's poorly written. Nothing about this feels remotely true.
All right, Garrett.
If you wanted me to believe this story, you would have said it in a retirement home and not a porn store. This is bullshit.
Yeah, to be fair, I have heard a story almost exactly like this from a friend about the bathroom of a Joann's Fabrics. So, like, I'm inclined to believe that it's real. But I'm going to say, because apparently all anybody is doing on this show is telling very realistic Florida stories and calling them fake, I'm going to also say fake.
Beef Viper completes the story saying, and then I slid across the floor on a banana peel.
All right, well, gentlemen, this story is real.
No, call them.
We're gonna call
I'm
him.
calling
We're gonna call him.
bullshit.
Please pick
call 'em
up.
bullshit.
Please pick up your freaking Skype.
Calling bullshit.
No, but so real. So all of a sudden at this Joann's Fabrics.
Oh, we got it. Hey.
Not stop smearing shit.
Caller, can
Hello?
you hear us? Yeah. Hey, tell us about this story that you sent in.
Yeah. Also, what's your social security number?
Don't give
Yeah.
us that.
Also, where do you live and what's your full name?
None of this. We're gonna get banned from everywhere. The internet is gonna kick us off. Can you please,
Oh yeah, wait. We're not allowed to do that anymore.
please tell us about the story that you sent in for Secrets or BS?
Okay, so as I said, my first year of working there, I got stuck.
Where is this?
What's the name?
Yeah, can you give us a name?
It's called Mercury Books
No,
in
what
San
state,
Diego,
you
California.
fucker? Like, I'm not asking for literally where it is.
He said California, right?
Okay,
Yeah, San Diego, California. Yeah,
gotcha. California.
and I was just I was mopping around the store, and a guy and clearly another gentleman dressed rather poorly in makeup and a wig and such.
Well,
decided
let's not
to,
get fashion conscious.
Oh, sorry. Well,
I'm joking.
the two people in
Go
question,
ahead.
the two people in question, they decided to go ahead and go in the back for $6 an hour, which is fine. And then when they left, literally, they. Yeah.
So,
I had to go inside
there's
there, and it was really bad.
Okay, when you say really bad, so it's like a mixture of
Like feces and urine?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys know what douching is, right?
Yes,
Sure.
That's where you
Okay.
use water to clean out
That's where you
extremities.
post a rude comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's where you wear two shirts that you have both collars up on.
It's where you order a flaming shot, but spill it on the floor. No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they decided to do everything meaning they douched and relieved themselves all in the booth.
Oh, so they
Literally
could then
just-
engage in the act for which they, came there for.
Exactly.
So to speak.
Gotcha. So they basically cleared the way and then enjoyed an exploration.
Yes, exactly.
With all the
That's
refuse and
diving
rubble
to sea
falling for
and-
you to mop.
So you had to deal with the wretched refuse of their teeming shores. How bad was it?
Justin Robert Younggood.
It was. No, I'm not lying in terms of like how bad it smelled. Like it was a whole nother level of like stench I could not even have dreamed of. Really, it was. Like, if you can imagine like what hell would smell like picture this being like the lower bottom pits of it, like
Sure.
just,
Well, I'll tell you what, as the bio cow says in the Twitch chat, Southern California is known for mudslides. Thank you so much for calling.
All right.
We will
Thank you
talk
very
to
much.
later.
Wrapping it up.
Thank you
Killed
so
it.
much. All right.
Well, I didn't hear any of that, but your final comments, Justin, that was enough. That was enough for me.
Boy, howdy.
Oh my God. I feel like that should be a mini game. It's us talking to these people and Garrett trying to figure out what had happened.
All right, you guys want another one?
Yep.
All right.
Oh no, these are great. Apparently they all involve like, butt fucking.
All right, we got to change the pace here.
All right.
In high school, my friend and I got the key to the vending machines and stole a bunch of dollar bills. We bought a rotisserie chicken after school. Is this a secret or BS? Brian Brushwood?
If it's not true, it
I
should
love that.
be.
Oh my God. All of them have been like, anyway, so me and my 6 friends all finger fucked at the same time. Or like, we stole a Maserati and then fucked a hobo. And then there's one person who's like, anyway, I was a subplot in Stand By Me.
Please
Oh,
be
this
real.
is something my friends and I would have done in high school.
So you're saying real, Brian?
Yeah.
Justin?
By the way, Max Joe in the diamond says, well, did they fuck the chicken?
This is the most family-friendly story that's been told so far.
All right. No, it's Garrett. It's your guess. What do you think?
Oh, I'll
Real?
go with real. This better be real, and if it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, no, you want to know what? Fake. He lied about this. Like, 'cause this is about as normal as running into your sister's
Like
friend.
a
at the strip
rotisserie
club.
chicken. Like I never eat one of those. Hey, fuck you on the Pope.
It's weird. That series took a nosedive right at the end there. All right, guys. This story is a secret. I would love to call this person. They did not give us contact information, but I do
Hey,
believe they.
so
bought us
I have a friend.
who sells rotisserie chickens. And
No,
he got a bunch of cows.
who
10 rotisserie.
I will not mention who this friend is, but this friend has told me a number of tall tales that I assume all of them are true. And he talked about I guess there was a brief period in the 1980s that you could feed a Xeroxed copy of a $1 bill into a change machine and get it out. And so, but the problem was, like, once you did it, it burned that location, and somebody got upset and called the cops. So in high school, he and a bunch of friends, like, basically formed a cabal, and they all decided at an exact time they were going to go to all the laundromats and feed in all of the Xeroxed $1 bills and collect all of the quarters. And then they got pinched, and they all kept their mouths shut, and they all got away with it.
That's fraud. That's just
Yeah,
theft.
no, that's a crime. File
This
that
isn't life
under
hacking.
secret.
That's just
Well,
like
no. That's also conspiracy.
Yeah, which is why
That's also, yeah. Like they could break that ring with the RICO law.
that's true. Rico.
Shit is getting loose. Do we have? Are we shutting it down for the game?
Hold on. Time out real quick. Does anybody here remember the Ricola
Yes.
theme?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
okay.
Yes.
Garrett does.
Come on, right after you saw the sabotage video directed by Spike Jones.
Oh my God, you're right.
All right.
All right.
We are tied. Brian has 5. Garrett has 5. Justin only has 2.
So I'm out.
So
I'm
Justin's
out.
out.
It's down to you guys. You guys have to pick on opposite sides. And Garrett, since you're the guest, you get to pick first.
That's right. All right.
Nicola.
When I was working at Office Depot between 2009 and 2011, there was a homeless man who would come in every so often to use the restroom, never causing a ruckus. I never turned him away and would buy him food at times when I could afford to do so. In August of my last year at Office Depot, the homeless man rushed into the store naked, screaming, "The world is gonna end tonight!" Ah! Being the front register clerk, I was delightfully forced to be at the front of the store laughing my balls off, watching as all of the on-duty managers were chasing him around the store. He went around a few times, managers attempting to head him off at the different aisles to no avail. When he was nearing his manic run, about 3 to 5 minutes, he headed towards the exit located at the front of the store. Before he rushed out of the doors, he stopped just before the exit, looks at me, and gives me a jolly salute with his hand, and breaks in a run out the doors. I never did see him again after that day. Garrett, is this a secret or BS?
I'm I'm gonna go with BS based solely on this guy telling me that the other employees tried to chase this man around the store. No one would try and chase a naked man. No one would try and corner a naked man. They would immediately call the police and just back away.
Oh man, no, I think you. I had the same impulse, but your reasoning is so flawed that I'm gonna flip based on your answer. I'm gonna flip to saying that it's real because. Of course you would try to chase the guy down. You wouldn't just let a naked man run around ruin your sales commissions. You would wait for the cops to show up. You'd be like, get out of here, you. I'm going to say it's real.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Just to expand on that one interaction with
Hey, what are you doing? You run around all naked. Go on. You have a Diet Coke and off you go.
What I have learned is that Brian should be working security at department stores.
Brian, how long have we been doing this show or any version of this show?
Almost a decade.
Almost a decade. We have cracked something that we've never cracked before. And I feel like it is our duty to exploit.
Okay.
Is that we have figured out that you are the Steve Martin level genius at improv characters who are portraying people who don't know what to say. If you're portraying a character who's out of they're just wait, I mean,
you know what? You're right.
I mean, what's happening over here? You are. That's a shitty impression of what you can do.
It just ends up sounding like Charlie Day at the end of all of this.
All right.
Combining. Holy shit! Everything's a mashup.
No, I got nothing.
Right.
I got nothing in the chamber. I'm gonna say that this is legitimately how I would react if a naked person was running around my store, and I didn't own the store, but I worked for the store, but I participated to a low level in the commission, so I would be vaguely concerned about the way he was disturbing my profit sharing.
All right, so you're saying it's real. Gentlemen, this story is... Can I get a drum roll? Can you do a drum roll, Brian? This is a... secret!
Wow.
And with that, Brian wins the game that he never wins.
Took me 9 years, Justin. I made it.
Although, by the way, I think that you're starting to wear thin on this I never win games thing, since you're now on a 2-game winning streak with Mikey.
Specifically sniffing out the horseshit games. I mean, going back to.
But historically, you've been bad at secrets and BS.
Very bad. Yeah. I can tell you a story. No. Pretty bad. My ever-changing loss record is amazing.
I mean, come on. You got to do the bit. If you're going to do the bit, then do the bit.
No, okay. I'm not going to.
Well, good game, everybody.
Hey, man. Good job. In the meantime, if you guys have a project that you want to shout out to little folks like me and Justin and Garrett and all the thousands of people listening, then head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com. We'll see a sticky post held together with the jism of 8,000 hobos.
Or bits and bytes.
Or bits and
Or
bytes.
bits
I
and
get those
bytes.
mixed up. Go ahead and just throw your project in there, and we'll talk about it right now.
Indeed, and that is on reddit.com/r/the
All right.
just Diamond Club.
Rido of All says, "Hey all, I'm a video game critic that makes beginning to end long plays of games. I release at least 5 videos every weekday and
What?
have made 4,000 plus in total since starting 2 years ago."
What? Time out. Let's take a look at this, because in my mind, his videos are all one thing. Like, I don't know, it's great, and that's the video. Or like, it probably sucks, and then he's done.
All right, so we're looking at his YouTube page. We've got 30 minutes of Hearthstone number 571. Skyrim, this is number 74. This is an hour and a quarter.
5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Elder Scrolls.
How many of these were today? 1, 2, 3,
5.
4,
Skyrim.
5, 6. No, 6. 6 were just today.
Click on any of them. Let's see it. Wait, do Honey Pop.
Honey Pop, the mature audience game that
Yeah,
has been
that's
banned
from yesterday.
Twitch.
It's a 30-minute review.
It's not a review. It's a long play.
Oh.
He plays them. He's playing them to completion. So anyway, his post continues on. I started this channel with something to do while I take care of a disabled family member, along with games that take about 30 days. About 30 days to usually finish. I consistently play Hearthstone, even though I suck at it, as a blog series. Please check it out and help me improve at youtube.com/c/RydoFall. That's RYDOOFALL, or YOLO420.com/different-swag.
Dude, high fives from across the world. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can I just say this?
Yes.
The only thing that matters on the internet is effort.
Yep.
And that dude is fucking putting in the goddamn effort. Please reward it and let him know what you want to see, because if he's doing it every day, he can do exactly what you want him to do if you are his audience. And you, the Diamond Club, can be the shaping audience for him. So cheers to that man right there.
Everett Weitzel writes in saying, let me get the proper lighting for this. If you're the kind of person who murders your whole family, how many sugars do you put in your coffee? Find out in Perseus Wept, a bizarre blend of H.P. Lovecraft and Joseph Conrad. A killer stalks the streets of Mexico City, haunted by visions of the future, hunted by forces long dead, and harassed by a broke journalist desperate to make rent. If you love weird things, you'll probably like my book, and if you don't love weird things, what the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, don't even buy my book. Just go listen to Weird Things anyway. Check out my Inkshares campaign and make my lifelong dream of being an author a reality at tinyurl.com/bookswag. Oh.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, Brian, did you have anything else to say about that?
I think it's a real good story. If only someone more qualified could talk to us about what's next.
Well, hey, y'all. Hey, guys. It's me, the Ad Dragon.
What?
I'm here to shamelessly ask on behalf of a friend. He doesn't know I'm here, but he's been working hard on a Twitch stream every Friday night, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, you know, y'all. He streams Smite. His audience is mostly friends and family, but I'd like to help him boost those numbers and hopefully his spirits. Yeah, it's a family-friendly show, y'all, so I can't think of a better audience than Diamond Club. LOL. Anyway, please check them out at http:/tinyurl/SmiteSwag. Thank y'all.
There's a .com there. Also,
.com, whatever, y'all. I'm the Ad Dragon.
it's good to see you again, Ad Dragon. It's utterly delightful. Hey, man, don't forget that you can shout out your project if you head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com and put your stuff in. Oh, my God. Wait, is the Ad Dragon Justin Robert Young?
No, that's a mirage.
Oh. thought so.
Yeah, that's somebody not cutting away.
Hey, in the meantime, let's check in on the winter movie draft.
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute, presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of February 6th, 2017. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. Welcome to another week of the winter draft. And sure, it's very similar to last week, but all that may change very, very soon. But until then, let's go check the scoreboard. Mikey Newman's in 6th place with rings, bringing in $13 million, bringing his total to $154.5 million. Chris Gates is in 5th place with the comedian bringing $1.1 million, bringing her total to $292.2 million. Malongo AE is in 4th place with $394.2 million. Justin Romero in 3rd place, $424.5 million. Brian Brushwood is in 2nd place with $537.1 million. And in 1st place, the whopping $699.7 million. It's Team DTNS. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of February 6th, 2017.
I don't know, Justin. I'm worried. I'm worried about whether or not I can overtake number one. I mean, DTNS has $700 million. I only have $539. And I only have
1 month of Logan.
50 Shades Darker, John Wick Chapter 2, and Logan and Kevin Bacon. I think I'm gonna win.
You are too.
I agree. My God, look at that lineup. The last episode obviously didn't make the actual show because it had nothing to do, well, mostly nothing to do with Star Wars. But the last time we recorded Let's Talk About Star Wars, right before it, Mr. Tom Merritt was lamenting his worry that you were going to usurp him.
Yeah, no, I kind of am on track to utterly crush him beneath my boot heels.
That would make you, Brian. That's a 2-season winner.
2 season of the winter draft?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
Wait, 2 in a row? Did I win last year?
No. Me and you won in summer.
Oh, got it. So 26.
You went solo and won in winter.
That's fine. That's a win for both of us. That's a win for Team Night Attack. So we're going to come back and crush. By the way, I guess we need to start picking the movies for the summer.
Hey, Garrett, would you like to be a part of the summer movie draft?
I would love to, as a matter of fact.
Right on. Find a teammate because we do teams during the summer, and then that'll be good. Hey, in the meantime, real quick, we're already running long here. Garrett, where can we see more of your beautiful, beautiful beard?
Oh, well, my beard is awful, but and it changes daily. But regardless of that, you can find all of the stuff I do at amove.tv, or you can follow me on Twitter at GarrettArt.
Awesome. Justin, what you got?
And also, I mean, listen, Garrett's being modest. You do what? Angry Chicken, Into the Nexus, Overwatchers. Overwatchers.
Overwatchers. Yes. Yeah. Overwatchers. Yeah, I've got that show. I've got my solo show, The Angry Nerd. What else do I have? I think that's it. I think that about covers the bases. Yeah. I think that does it.
Justin, how are you feeling? Like, did you get back on track getting back home? Because we did a time change for Weird Things, and all of a sudden Monday is a parallel rock block for the two of us.
Well, that went very, very well with the fact that all my Frog Pants shows got moved from Monday to Tuesday. So now all of a sudden I had a bunch of Tuesday shit to do that I normally do on Monday. So it was great. Everybody, if you like Weird Things, which is, of course, me, Brian, and Andrew Main, then now it is on. I would think the far more easy to listen to Mondays. You're going to get it either Monday night or Tuesday morning. We are very excited with the time change because it means that we can more consistently make it on time for the show and give you a better version of it. So go ahead and check out Weird Things on either iTunes, Google Play, wherever you find it, or, of course, on twitch.tv/Night Attack, which is where it's going to be airing.
By the way, don't forget that if you enjoy us hanging out with you, you can double the amount of time that we're up in your ear holes by being a contributor at $1 an episode. Then that will put you in your very own RSS feed, where you'll get the pre-show, the post-show, and, of course, the entire Night Attack show. But I guess that's it for this episode of Night Attack. Man, we love you guys. Do us a favor. If you're not into 360-degree video, decide that you want to be in the next 2 or 3 weeks?
If you decide that you need a roomy, spacious, and amazing SUV with first-in-class technology, then maybe consider a Toyota RAV4.
Well, specifically the Platinum Edition, because they have extra padded seats, and don't forget how nice and quiet they are on the inside. Super safe, with Toyota Safety Sense?
Safety Suite.
Safety Sense? Toyota something?
No, it's the Suite of Toyota Safety Sense.
They got the old TSS.
Yeah. My name is Justin.
I'm Brian. We're here with Night Attack. And
I tell you what, see you next Tuesday.
Hey, man, live forever. We love you guys.
Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.